Hi guys, Steve here, and on today's session of the Guitar Gym we're going to talk a wee bit about an important structure in music in general and certainly on the guitar, which is the whole idea of arpeggios. Now I know getting people started on these things can be quite challenging because some people's hands have just never been exposed to manipulating the fretboard in a way that you need to play arpeggios. For example, a lot of people perhaps have gotten used to just doing chords, and if they have, then this is going to feel a little awkward. But nonetheless, regardless of the frustration you might experience trying to do these things, it's well worth the trouble. And I can assure you, from experience, that the effort you put in today, you're going to feel the benefit of that a couple weeks down the road. It doesn't happen right away. You have to keep this in mind. You're sending new messages to your mind, to your brain, to re-coordinate these fingers and make them do things that they're not used to. If that feels awkward and a bit frustrating, you should take that as a good sign. That means you're ready to be challenged and work these things called arpeggios. We're going to treat this as the gym should be, which is a training tool, but they are musical tools. We have to keep this in mind, and so we'll focus on that on another session, the musicality of things, that is. But for today, it's all about training and getting the hands going. So let's dig right in on the whole topic of arpeggios. Okay, we're going to take a look first at what's something called major arpeggios. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to play the shape first, and then we'll talk about it. So here we go. I'm at the 3rd fret of the guitar, and there's the shape of it. Again, always targeting as high into the fret as you can reach without actually playing on top of the fret. What's going on there? Well, I'm on the 6th string 3rd fret using my 2nd finger. I then move to the 5th string 2nd fret, 1st finger, and then on the same string I reach up with the pinky to get to the 5th fret on the 5th string. So 3 notes. That's a G, a B, and a D. Oh-ba-dee, oh-ba-da. These things always remind me of tunes. I shouldn't do that. So here's what you're doing. You're going up the arpeggio and back down. Simple as that. There is some stretch involved in this action. Notice the hand is basically opening up to play the thing. I don't want this, where the hand and the arm have to move to reach the note, because essentially you haven't spent any time training the hand to open up. And that's a really big part of playing well, is learning to open up the hand. That means this little guy back here, if I tilt my guitar this way a bit, should be, most of the time, just sitting behind the fretboard, flat and minding its own business. I can tell you right now, there's never a reason, if I do this, I'll do it in front of the drum here, so there, get some contrast. Look, if I cock my thumb like that and I play, there's never a reason for that bend. Always let the thumb just relax and sit back there. The sensation would be much like you're pinching the fretboard. Okay? No thumbs like this. That's no good. And no thumbs wrapped over top right now. That's no good. Get rid of it. Pinching the guitar. Look. As opposed to this, where the hand has to move, and so the thumb has to move with it. It's a lot of work to play the same notes. Okay, so there it is. You want to get used to doing that. I'm alternating my picking here. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Of course, this is movable on those same strings. Very common shape. Here's another shape that's very useful. It's the same arpeggio. This happened to be a G major arpeggio with a G, B, and a D. Here's the same arpeggio, G, B, and D. These notes are just in another octave. Reminder to you all that all we're doing is playing the notes. Bit out of tune there. All the notes of a G major chord. When you play this thing, that's all you're hitting are G's, B's, and D's. So we've condensed it down to just that. That's a G, that's a D, that's a G, that's a B, that's a D, and that's another G. That's all there is in there. Same with this guy, same with that guy that everybody's played for a long time. Okay? So the second shape starts on a 4th string 5th fret, that's a G. The 3rd string 4th fret and the 2nd string 3rd fret. I'm going to go up and down that guy. Again, don't hold it all at once and play it like that. That is a chord that is being arpeggiated, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about playing the notes just individually for now. So you have two patterns, this guy and this guy. So that's the major arpeggio. Have some fun with those guys. The idea is just to get them under your fingers for now. Simple as that. We're not using them right away for music. Good to know the notes, G, B, D, G, B, D, but not essential right now. Here's a good exercise if you really want to drill this shape into your brain. Check it out. I'll start this on the 2nd fret. Sorry. Just to change the sound helps with a little bit of motivation to keep this going. See what's happening? Just moving 1 fret at a time, or chromatically, as we say. And come back down. You know, you have to work within the limits of your abilities at this point. Some of you might want to try it faster. That's a good thing once in a while. Some of you might want to work on your alternate picking, so each note maybe gets played twice, and you alternate. See what's going on here. And same with the other pattern. Remember this guy? We'd start way down here at the 1st fret and go. As high as you like, come back down. The point is to get it into the fingers. Make sense? And then, magic. Play the first shape, but this time we're going to change the pinky note. We're going to make it the 3rd finger. And if you recall, the second pattern that we're about to play starts on the 4th string right under that 3rd finger. At which point, watch what I do with the 3rd finger. I just roll it onto the string. And I play it, and then from that point, continue with the rest of the arpeggio. And I have to do this in reverse coming back. Watch this. Come down. Instead of targeting the tip of the finger on that last note, I'm going to put the pad on the last note because I need to be able to roll onto the next string to finish the lower arpeggio. So that's a technical challenge that's not small. Ah, see, I just blew it there. Here it is. Here's the whole thing put together. See that? So that's our little intro to arpeggios. Have some fun with that, and we'll talk to you soon at the next gym class. See you guys. Bye.